Okay, hold on a second, guys. All right, hey guys, we're back. Get this. Is my volume up? I'm back in the laundry room. So I got that going. The chat is working today. I think I needed to reset the stream or something last night, but yeah. So today I'm working on some assets for a project. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm going to be at on this stream. So let's get to it. I'm going to get rid of some of these stuff first. I'm going to focus on this, which is going to be a cat tree. Okay, that's my rug. I wonder if I should work on the rug first. Okay, where is it? That's the cat tree. This is the rug. Sorry, I end up doing this a lot. It's going to be spinning and flipping and pinching and pulling. Did I? Okay, so let's redo this. Purple rug. So again, I'm back in Procreate. I probably should be using Fresco, but I don't know. I've been using Procreate so long, it's just easier for me at this point to do my stuff in here. I don't know, it just seems to flow a bit better. Since this is for a kind of professional thing, I should probably start using Fresco to create the graphics, since it's kind of a vector based. I think it's like a hybrid vector based paint program. But since I'm doing this at I think a pretty high resolution, and we know what it's going to be used for, they're not going to be resizing it too much. That So, yeah, purple rug. Kind of match some of this. Oh, crud. Dude, why? Oh, man. I created another layer. What are you doing? Okay, so this is the one thing I hate about Procreate is that when I create a layer, sometimes it acts funny. And I don't know if it's because I'm tapping the screen or what, but all of a sudden my layer is gone and I'm working on the previous thing that I had selected and I'm drawing on top of that, which is not what I want. Because I'm trying to preserve that stuff, not ruin it by drawing over it. And I hate when I don't notice that and then I get so far and then I realize, shoot, you're drawing on that old layer with the thing you're trying to preserve. And now you got to undo all the way back. So, okay. That's our rug. And we'll do another layer because we got this kind of stitching pattern. Now I kind of wanted to have that as a reference. I'm going to go with I'm not sure, yellow stitch? No. Blue stitch? No. That's what we had in orange. I mean, I could go with the yellow stitch. I could go with this. But as long as it's a separate layer, we can change the color. I want to bring this down, make sure that I got the right pen size. Okay. And then I just kind of go back and forth. Zigzagging my way across. You know what? I should have probably started from the center. Kind of like all these colors in there. But we'll see. I don't know if that's going to be too busy with all the other stuff. I kind of like the various color stitching. Okay. Sorry. I'm sure you guys love watching somebody blowing their nose on stream. Yeah, we might need that for later. It's barely used. Okay. was, looks like it's still kind of windy out there. A lot cooler day than it was yesterday. Got into the mid 90s. But today is a little cooler, and it looks like we got a breeze. I don't know if I wanted to do that. There we go. Okay, that's one round of the stitching. Now we had a center line, and I wonder, I should have went, okay, we're going to do a second layer, because, oh, wow, all right, I exceeded all the layers. I know there's stuff I don't need that I can get rid of. Delete this, that, this, that didn't work. We're just deleting layers. Delete this. That stuff. We probably don't need that. Some of these reference images we won't need. Okay. So another layer, and we'll just kind of go layer by layer and then we'll merge them. But I feel like, where's my center layer? Okay, we'll start over here. Sorry. Crap, I didn't want that yet. Nope, we want this brush. So this is for a book project. Probably be coming out next year. Just working on this cover. Won't say much more just because I don't know. I don't think I have. I don't know. I don't think I have an NDA, but I'm posting updates, maybe just these lives. Um, on some of the stuff. But since I need to get this done, I kind of wanted to work on it today. So we'll go another layer. Got a brush. Okay. It's kind of fun to have these types of projects. Sometimes they can be a pain, especially if you're procrastinating. But it's pretty much all time management. And if you have other stuff you want to do, ultimately, your paying gigs are your priority. You can't be playing around doing, jacking around doing other stuff. You gotta get this stuff done, like I do all the time. I want to do my own paintings, but those aren't paying the bills. Nobody wants to buy my paintings. But I'm just glad I have the opportunities to do stuff like this. It's not like I'm always actively seeking them out. This one was kind of interesting in that I kind of know the person whose project this is. And actually, it was my supervisor at work. Knew that I did art and stuff like that, so it's good to not keep this type of stuff, your practice, to yourself all the time. Yeah, it might be weird when you're starting out, but if it's something you're into, you're pursuing it, you'll just get better at it the more you do it. It just takes time. I remember when I was, early mid-20s, I could draw with pencil, but I sucked at pen. And I would just be at, I kind of started going to the coffee shops and hanging out, having some tea, and I would bring my sketch pad with me. And I would just have a pen, and I just started sketching with the pen, and yeah, those drawings sucked. Trying to do life drawing with the pen is hard, at least for me at that time, because with the pencil, you could get an eraser and just kind of fix any problems that you had with the eraser. And pen is not as forgiving. Once you lay down a mark, it's not so easy to get rid of it. So you just lay more marks down, or you just start over again. That the whole starting over thing really helped me. I know it's hard when you start getting into something, you've gotten so far along with it, and you're like, oh, I don't want to start over. But quick sketches help. What do they call it? 1 minute, 5 minute, 10-minute sketches. Kind of train your eye to look for the important information versus just all, just kind of randomly going at it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but if you're trying to work quickly, you need to get that stuff down and out so that when you're finished, you have something that looks like something. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh crap, that was supposed to be done on another layer, but that's okay. They're looking pretty good, so I'll just end up merging them. But we'll do this other layer. So it looks like, not sure how many, whoops. You do that, that's how you lose those layers, is when you start double tapping on this, or tapping on the screen with 2 fingers, which is the undo, and you start losing your layers. So let's see here. I feel like these are getting a little tighter. Yeah, back to the whole pen drawing thing. Yeah, it just takes time. Also, another thing, getting to know your tools. There are different types of pens out there too. I think I used to just bring like a fine tip Sharpie, which is probably not the best pen, but that's kind of what excuse me, what I had. And it was good to just kind of learn just using that. I didn't want to jump around with too many different types of pens or tools. I mean, it's just like I was just trying to learn how to draw with a pen. So what pen I used really didn't matter. It was the techniques and stuff I needed to learn. Cross hatching, different types of hatching, marks, stippling to create tones and values. Oops, making these weird. Yeah, I don't want to think about this too much, because then I can get lost in the fine details and not get much done. Oops. Yeah, I feel like I'm fitting 2 more rows in here. Might have to get rid of that outer one. Let's do that. Since we started from the inside, we'll work our way out. Another layer. Let's see. Whoops. Don't undo it again. So I think I should be able to fit 3 more rows in here. Oops. You're not going to get 3 making it that size. So yeah, I spent a lot of time at the cafes in Minneapolis when I was growing up. So I started going to them. Yeah, I would say it was probably my later 20s. I was living in northeast Minneapolis. I worked at the time I worked at the Wedge Co-op over there, kind of on the outskirts of Uptown. And I lived northeast. I either took the bus, skated, or skateboarded, or a combination of the two. Usually it was like bus, and if I didn't was being impatient, I would just start skating. And oh man, these ones are. And so, sometimes I'd stop at a place. I guess you wouldn't know. You gotta stop saying. But there'd be places along the routes, various routes I would take from work, from kind of, I guess not deep South Minneapolis, but it was on the southern end of downtown, all the way to the northeast side where I was living. And before I had, well, I probably had, did I have a cell phone? Oh, hey, Hollow Art. Thanks for the love. Um, just sitting here blabbing about absolutely nothing, but working on this project. Probably doing too much blabbing than drawing. And this is my second live stream using this OBS. So it's been an interesting learning process. I think I got it pretty quickly. I just have to create more assets to use. Oh, this is for a kid's book, so I'm working on the cover right now. You can see it's got a dog in it. She's sleeping. Oh yeah, that's my dryer in the background. And right now I'm doing creating some assets for the back cover. She's supposed to be dreaming. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out the whole dream thing. Thanks. So the back cover has got a bunch of different things on it. Just it's going to be strewn about, but right now this is going to be a little throw rug. So I'm just doing a little stitching, and I think it'll be multicolored. We'll see. Yeah, thanks. Her name is Stella. She's actually a real dog. This is a kid's book about a real dog. Uh, I think I was telling the story earlier, and then I got sidetracked. So I got this project through a supervisor of mine at my day job, where I work at a hospital, and my supervisor, uh, my supervisor's supervisor, was writing a children's story with her sister, and they were looking for an artist to illustrate. And my supervisor passed it along to her. I think we had a meeting, some kind of meeting at some point, and then we just kind of got to talking about her project, and then I started showing her some of my artwork, and it just kind of took off from there. She liked what I did, and kind of worked something out. Now, this was their first book project, and this was my first project illustrating for a book. I've done other stuff, but not anything for a book. But so this is the second book. We already did the first book. It's called the first book is called is it the Little Red Puppy with the Big Idea. It's out there now. It was released early April, so it was from start to finish was probably 12 to 15 months. I didn't spend all that time working on it, but I spent a good chunk of that, maybe 9 months. It's kind of a slow project, which was good, but then also bad. Because once I finished something, I just kind of wanted to keep moving along with it, and there were certain I don't know, milestones to it. So first they wanted the cover art done. I probably spent like maybe a month on that, probably less than that, but I with work I can only work on it so much at a time. So I kind of did it over probably the course of 4 to 6 weeks, maybe. Got that done. Well, I finished it. Went to the publisher. They thought it was too mature, like adult looking, and not in a bad way. Just not anything that was going to appeal to kids. So they said, "Hey, can you change this?" And I was like, "Man, I spent all this time on this cover. Well, if it's not what you're looking for, I guess I better change it." So the second round definitely worked. I made it more playful because the original art was almost too photorealistic. and yeah, it just wasn't. I don't know. It was kind of stiff. It was very stiff. So the second round is definitely a lot more playful, a lot more colorful, and fun. So I'm trying to keep that in mind when I'm doing this one. So I don't want this to be looking, oops, looking too stiff. Sorry, I might be giving out too much information, more than somebody might want to know. But that's kind of what's going on here. More drawing, less talking. Sorry, I don't have any music going. I haven't figured out what I can use for musical assets. I don't want to get copyright struck, so I will be figuring out that stuff later on. Sorry, there's a lot of movement going on here. Oops, come on. Yeah, I might have to trim some of the. Oops, jeez. Slow it down, Corey. So as you can see, I am doing this yellow stitch. I have the original rug I did underneath here. Should probably combine these guys. Keep it here. Purple, but yeah, as you can see, the original one was orange with the teal or the aqua, and I wasn't quite sure that was looking right. Some of the zigzagging was weird, so I wanted to kind of redo it. So just overlaying, but I kind of like how some of that's coming through. So I'm thinking of doing a few layers, different colors of stitching, and seeing how that looks. It's kind of one of those old rugs I remember as a kid, just a little throw rug. I don't know what they're called, the style. Oh, sorry. Gotta pay attention to chat too. Um, it's I haven't tried it as far as like music. Put like how to do it. I just need to find something, and it shouldn't be too hard to add the music. Might take me some off stream to kind of figure it out, but it shouldn't. I mean, I figured all this out in like a day, like setting up my stuff when I had no experience using the OBS. But I've watched a lot of other people streaming, and I did actually watch a guy on YouTube go through this uh, process of setting up. So that helped a little bit. But yeah, if I didn't have that, watch that video, It probably would have took me a lot longer. So it's nice there's stuff like that out there. You know, people just sharing it. Undertale music, is that a type of music or is that like a specific content creators music? I mean, I'm up for whatever. I don't care. I mean, some of these most of my streams, because before I was using it, started using this, I was just live streaming straight from my phone, and I'll still do that. But this way, people can see the digital process in real time versus I was posting, the little time lapses, and it's like nobody's gonna get a sense of how quick this stuff is getting done by the whack time lapse. Plus, it doesn't look as cool. You get to see the pen moving, but oh, it's a game. But the music's out there is free to use. You don't have to have a license to use any of the music. I think I may have heard of Undertale. I'll have to check it out. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having something a little relaxing playing in the background. I'll have to figure something out. I'm more of a relaxed type of person. I'm not trying to rage. So I already work at a hospital like information desk, and there's a little play area across from where I'm at, and the kids get really loud. So when I come home, I want something a little more relaxed. Oh, so since your name is Hollow Art, I'm assuming you make art. What kind of art do you make? Are you a digital artist? I find that there's lot of digital stuff going on as far as streaming and stuff. I kind of do both digital and analog. Plus, I watch a lot of freaking YouTube. Probably more more than people should. But oops, I don't really watch much TV. It's mostly YouTube. The only TV I watch is if my wife wants to watch something, and we watch it together. What did we watch yesterday? Oh, it's called Bratz, about the Brat Pack. Kind of interesting. Oops, that got a little screwy. that right? I might have to erase some of this. Oh man. Nope, looks like this is getting. This is going. It's gotta go. We need to add. Oh, okay. What kind of stuff do you draw as far as fan art, and what do you do for traditional stuff? Or is it all just kind of the same, but you just do digital and traditional? Yeah, I kind of like the shape of what I had then. Now I have to erase it. Oh well. Well, I guess the orange one isn't matching up with the purple one now. Okay. I guess I will merge these. Um, And then the purple was kind of like it was, whoops, go back. Come on. Maybe if I did the orange, did I do orange underneath or blue? Orange first? We'll try it. We're just experimenting. See how this works. We probably don't need this one anymore. So we got the rug, and yeah, some of that stitching is looking a little suspect. Hollow Knight fan art, and you know I draw anything. Oh, okay. So do you paint or is it just drawn stuff like pen and ink? I think I've heard of Hollow Knight. I wish I had my third thing up so I can Google stuff. Usually pretty curious as to what people are into, so it's good to be able to look it up. But I guess I could do that on my computer. It means I'm away. Oh no. I forgot my desktop is kind of an older Mac. It can't update, the operating system can't update to 15, so I can't get Google Chrome. And when I try to use regular Google, it gives me weird messages like, "You sure you want to go to this website? Might not be safe." Like, I'm just looking stuff up on Google. But I have like so many other digital devices, like my iPad. I got older iPad. I got like my new phone. I got another phone I could use, but I don't have that in here with me. So I don't want to go running all over the place looking for stuff. I guess I could, well, here, my monitor, the phone I use as my monitor for making sure my stream is good. I mean, I guess it's on the OBS too. If something happens, it'll let me know. What do we got here? Undertale? We'll do Undertale first. This is how I get sidetracked. Let's see. Oh, cool. It's like a. Ooh, reminds me of old Super Nintendo Zelda. I miss the old Super Nintendo. Why does it sound so familiar? I know I've seen ads for this. Maybe? Wait. Is this the one? Okay, I'm watching some gameplay, but I need to go back. Undertale is 2015 2D role-playing video game created by American indie developer Toby Fox. Okay, I was thinking of a different game that was doing similar graphics like that, and but it was a little bit more modern. And come to find out, when you download it, it wasn't what I expected, and I was like, oh man, I was looking for the older style game. This is like modern game RPG and stuff like that. Well, I'll have to check that out. 10 out of 10 on Steam, 10 out of 10 on IGN. Okay. Is it for Mac? Can I play it on the Mac? It should say if I go Wikipedia. Oh, yeah, Mac OS. Yeah, maybe I'll check it out. I'm already going hardcore on Baldur's Gate 3. I've been playing that game since early access, and I can't get enough of it. I mean, I played Act 1 so many times before the official release, and I still enjoy it. Yeah, okay. I was doing the stitching. That's what I was working on, and I need to do the center stitching. Should we start from a different area? I don't know. It's too big. I don't know if that's going to work. Maybe we do over the yellow. Oh, my spacing is going to be off, but that's okay. That might make it more interesting. Oh, I don't know if you're still there, Hollow Art. But how does my mic sound? I'm just using the built-in mic, so I was wondering how clear my audio was. Okay, that one. That's too big. Crap. This needs to change. See, this is what happens. I get too bogged down in the details. I think I'm gonna have to do something with the purple layer, or maybe something over to give it some more depth. Like as far as like the shape, because these are supposed to be. You can't, you can't see me. I should have another camera angle where you're pointing at the screen that I'm drawing on. Okay, hold on a second. Yeah, now these got way too tight. Oops, come on. Uh-oh, encoding overload. What? I've been going for a whole hour already? I'll probably go for another hour, then I'll have to stop because I'm going to be making breakfast. guess, brunch for me and my wife. Ah, crud. What happened there? I keep missing these alerts that it's giving me. Nope. Whoops. Nope. You don't want that one. I promise it's gonna look like something eventually. It always works out in the end. It just doesn't look like it at times. It's about the journey, not getting to the end. I mean, that's nice, but you're still on a journey. Don't sacrifice the quality just because you want to get to the end of it. There it is. Encoding overload. Consider turning down video setting. What? My frames per second? Video setting. Settings. Which setting? Is it because I'm moving the image around too much? You can't handle it? Can't handle the output? Video bitrate? Which setting? Which setting are you talking about? I'm not recording, so we'll be on audio bitrate. I have it at 160. Video bitrate. Should I drop it down to? Oh, how about this? Okay, 4,500 bits per second. Now I need to see what's going on with my live. It's still going. Can I hear myself? Oh, yeah. There's audio. Oops. I should throw some red in there, dude, like a rainbow rug. I don't know. That might be too much. And figure something out. I know I'll probably do a third color and maybe model some of these like they where the stitches kind of meet, make it a little darker, and then this upper part lighter. Just kind of model it out a little so it has some depth, or maybe change the opacity on my stitching so it's not so saturated. We'll see. Or maybe vary the line width. Maybe I'll do that. Make it a little smaller line width. Half the size of this. Okay, let's go back up here. I told myself I was going to do each one of these on a different layer, and what do? I don't do that. Okay. Yeah, cool. I can see myself. Whoops. Watch myself, but I'd rather listen to something. Oops. I hope this is not causing too much of a seasickness effect for you guys. That was getting a little too. Whoops. Come on. And let's move the chat over here. So I can. Oh, no. Over here. I'm really not watching the. Alright, come on. There we go. moon. Oops. Man, why do those alerts always come and go so fast? Like, stay up so I can see what you're trying to tell me, so I can address it. Oops. Oh man, that's not what I want. now we'll merge that down. Screw the multiple layers. Let's see, red or pinkish? Red. And we'll change the thickness. I bet this screws with me. Okay, let's see. Oops. Tighter stitches. So yeah, this is where using fresco would probably be a better choice, because you can see the pixelation. I just don't want to be trying to train myself on something when I'm trying to be doing somebody's project. But these details are so small. I mean, let's see, my screen is settings or use a faster encoding preset. Faster encoding preset. Settings. Stream. Faster encoding. Output mode is simple. What is that? Guess I can't change that. Very fast CPUs. Encoder preset. I mean, it's on the default one. Low CPU. Very fast. I mean, people having issue with it. Using about 50, a little over 50% of my CPU. Average about 46,000, 47,000, or 4,700 kilobytes per second. Staying around there. Dropped frames, 0.5%. Is that the number of drop frames? 1495 for the whole stream. Just don't move around too much. Alright. Quit messing around with that. Jeez, it's not like I'm streaming a video game. Or can't keep up with my pen. Oh boy. Man. Okay. Let's see. That was that layer. Hmm. Oh boy. Oh, man. There's a lot of zigzagging here. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to wrap this up. I'll be back later, but that's gonna be it for right now. No, it wasn't all that exciting. It's just me going around and around with the zigzags, different colors, but I'm hoping this creates a particular look for this rug piece. But that's it for now. Appreciate you guys for coming through. Hollow Art, thanks for joining in the chat. Um, and yeah, like I said, I'll be back later after we do the brunch. I might have to do a little bit of yard work, but yeah, probably sometime between noon and 2 would be my guess. So just keep an eye out, and hope you come back. And wish you all a very good day wherever you're at. And I hope you're having fun. And just want to say, till next time, bye for now.